Hello lovelies, and welcome to today's 35-minute Vinyasa Flow. Today is going to be a lot more of a workout than we're used to, and we're going to be really working on our quads, our shoulders, and our abs. So be prepared to feel a beautiful burn as we strengthen your muscles today. So let's get started. Come onto your sitting bones, legs crossed, hands can rest on top of your knees, back straight, shoulders relaxed, and go ahead and close your eyes. We're going to start today's practice with a grounding breath. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose and out through the mouth. Once more, inhale through the nose and out through the mouth. Find your natural rhythm of breath. Clear out your mind from all the stresses of today. Bring yourself to this present moment of here and now. Relax your jaw, relax your shoulders. Getting ready to take on this beautiful yoga practice. Last couple of breaths. And slowly open your eyes and come up to our tabletop position. So shoulders stacked on top of the wrists, hip on top of the knees. And we're going to start with some small circles to the right. Just warming up our hips, knees, wrists, and shoulders. Making it as small or as big as you'd like. And switch over to the other side. Again, moving at your own speed. And coming to rest in the middle, we're going to do some cat-cow. So inhale, arch your back, chest up, head up. Exhale, head swoops down, chin to chest, rounded spine. Inhale and exhale. Moving at your own speed of breathing. Trying to get a little deeper in your stretch every single time. Awakening that spine. So we're going to start doing some cat-cow spinal twists here. So really rotating yourself, inhaling, coming up, going in circles, really trying to open up the sides of your body while still doing a cat-cow. And switch over to the other way. Just mobilizing your whole spine. And coming back to neutral tabletop. Curl your toes under your feet and sit back onto your heels, creating a beautiful stretch in your toes and the balls of your feet. Inhale, cactus your arms, open up. Exhale, collapse forward round your spine. Seated cat-cow. If that's too much for you, please untuck your toes. So inhale, cactus arms wide open, chest to sky. Exhale, caving in, rounding the spine. Come back to neutral. Lean your head to the right and to the left. Right and left. Creating some mobility in the neck. Now roll your head slowly with control and switch directions. Come back to neutral, come to tabletop, untuck those toes and slightly tap the tops of your feet on the mat just to give the blood back into the toes. Widen your legs and melt down into your first child's pose. From here, we're still going to be doing some movement. So inhale, you're going to raise your head, raise your chest slightly, and pull yourself forward onto your forearms. Exhale, push yourself back into child's pose. And we're going to keep repeating this following the flow of breath. So inhale, come forward. Exhale, back to child's pose. This is really going to open up your hips. Inhale, come through. Exhale, release and go back. So here we're also starting to warm up our shoulders, get a little bit of heat. Nothing crazy though, we're just trying to warm up here. And come up to downward facing dog. Here, I really recommend walking your dog, warming up those calves, the hamstrings, the quads. Go at your own pace, your own speed. Try and drive your hips a little bit higher. And finding stillness, we're going to be doing another type of flow. Inhaling, rounding your back, coming to plank. Exhaling, scooping down, bending your knees up to downward facing dog. So again, following your flow of breath. So as you inhale, round that spine, come up onto your toes, plank. Exhale, bend your knees, round, and up to downward facing dog. And the last one. Inhale, come up to plank pose. Exhale, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And we're going to hold it here. You can resume your breathing. Just creating a nice stretch in the abdomen. And on your next exhale, come back into downward facing dog. Holding for a couple seconds. Feeling a nice stretch in the back of our legs and in our shoulders. From here, lift up your left leg Bend your knee and start doing some hip opener circles in one direction. Go ahead and change directions, getting our leg warmed. And on your last one, go ahead and lift it up and step it forward in between your hands, lowering your right knee down to the ground, and just lift your chest up, hands still on the mat. And on your next inhale, arms reach up high, melting deeper into this low lunge. Exhale, palms come together to heart. Twist to your left side, right elbow meets left knee, opening up your chest to the left side, to the sky. Feeling a really good stretch down that hip flexor. And coming back to center, hands come down to the ground, right toes tuck under, lifting up that right knee, and coming up into our high lunge. We're gonna hold for a breath here. And on your exhale, lower that back heel down, 45-degree angle in Warrior One. Feeling a nice stretch in our calf, keeping that front knee bent. And on your next exhale, you're twisting yourself open into Warrior Two, arms out beside you, shoulders relaxed. We're gonna go again in a breath flow. So turning that front hand, palm up, inhale, reaching back to the right side. Exhale, left knee to left elbow, right arm above. And just following your flow of breath here, your own inhales, your own exhales. Trying to get a little deeper every single time. And coming back to center, Warrior Two, keeping that knee bent. We're gonna bend our arms, clasping our hands behind our neck, doing a little bit of an ab work here. Left elbow comes touch left knee and come up. Crunching down, feeling that right oblique starting to work. Try not to fold forward, but really just go to the side. And we can release our hands back to Warrior Two. We're going to straighten that front leg. You can shuffle your feet a little bit closer together. Slowly reach your left arm out to the side and slowly lower, holding on to either your ankle, calf, your knee, or even a block. Trying to twist your chest to the sky. Last breath here, bend that front leg. Hands frame the leg. You step the left leg back into plank position. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. I'm going to be repeating this whole flow on the other side. Right leg comes up, starting with our hip circles, so bending that leg and opening out to the side, to the up, to the down. And then switching sides. And leg comes and steps through to the front of the mat. Left knee comes down, low lunge. Chest is raised up, hands still on the floor for a bit. And on your next inhale, arms reach up high, sink deep into that low lunge. Palms together, come down to the heart. Twisting now to the right side, left elbow to right knee, pushing open that heart to the sky and holding here. Come back to center. Frame the front foot, curl your left toes under, left knee comes up into our high lunge. On your next exhale, come into warrior one. So back foot turns to a 45-degree angle, heel on the ground, facing forward still. And then finally opening up into our warrior two pose. Relaxing the shoulders. Flipping your front hand up. We're going to be doing our breath flow here. So as we inhale, we reach back, left hand to our back leg, right arm above. Exhale, right hand to right knee, left hand reaching up above. Following your own speed of breath. And finally coming back to center. Bending our arms, clasping our hands behind our head. Right elbow to right knee slowly. And slowly coming back up to center. Now feeling a burn in your left oblique. And keeping that front leg bent, you should definitely feel a burn in the leg. And releasing. Straighten out that front leg. Again, shuffle your stance a little closer. Slowly reach that right arm and body out to the right side. And then lower down, again clasping ankle, shin, knee, block, or even floor. And twisting yourself open. And on your next exhale, bend your right leg, stepping the right leg back, plank position, Vinyasa Flow, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just recovering your breath, allowing your legs to have a little bit more blood flow in them. Working the shoulders here in this pose. So you can either step or hop forward into a nice forward fold. Trying to keep your back straight as possible here. Bend your legs, swoop your arms up, and we're coming into a chair pose. So I'm just going to change perspective so you guys can see from the front. So feet together, knees together. Bring your hands together and to heart. On your next exhale, right elbow comes to the outside of the left knee. Using your left hand to push yourself out and open to the side. Your gaze looking up behind your left shoulder. Keeping those knees bent. Focusing on balance. And on your next exhale, come back to center. Again, keeping those knees bent. And we're going to the other side. So left elbow on the outside of the right knee. Twisting yourself out to the right side. Detoxifying our body here with these twists. And coming back to center, knees still bent. I know it burns, but hold it. And release, forward fold. From here, walk your feet out to shoulder width apart, staying in your forward fold. Inhale, bending your knees, coming down into chair position again. And we're going to rise up onto the balls of our feet, lifting those heels, giving a little calf burn. And hold it for a little while longer. And release back down, forward fold. Just changing back to where you guys are on the mat here. Bend your legs and fall through them, falling on your butt, and then slowly lowering yourself down to the ground. Knees are bent. We're going to be doing some bridge poses here with our flow of breath. So inhale, tuck the tailbone and rise vertebrae by vertebrae. Exhale, lowering down vertebrae by vertebrae. Inhale, rising up, chest is coming to chin. Exhale, lowering slowly. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and hold it up here. You can go back to your normal flow of breath. You can either keep it here if that's comfortable for you. You can support yourself by putting your hands underneath your lower back. Or you can clasp your hands, opening the shoulders underneath. Whatever feels most comfortable for you in this moment. And if that feels too easy, I invite you to rise up onto your toes, adding a little extra burn here. Deep breaths. And slowly lower down on your next exhale. Take a moment to just feel that energy. Feel your muscles relaxing here after they're working so hard in this flow. We're going to put our right leg straight out. Our left leg is going to bend out to the side. And you can grasp your heel, your ankle. And we're just trying to lower that left knee to the ground. A nice quad stretch. starting to slow our breath as we're beginning our cool down. And release your left leg down straight, switching over to our right side, grasping onto our ankle, bending our leg and twisting it out. Nice quad stretch here. Breathing into the tension if there is any. Last couple of breaths here. And on your next exhale, releasing your right leg down. Bring your legs up and bend your knees, grasping your feet on the outside, coming down into happy baby pose. Really opening up your hips here. With every exhale, trying to get a little bit deeper, opening your legs a little bit more. Releasing your right leg down. Try to maintain that left knee bent and grasped in that happy baby position. And try and see if that right leg, we can get it, the heel on the ground, if you can get your calf on the ground. And bringing it back up, we're going to switch it over, left leg down, right leg now in the happy baby position. Left leg comes up. We're going to do this one more time each side. So now right leg goes down, left leg in happy baby position. Right leg comes up and switching sides. This is really opening up your hips and stretching your hip flexor, this stretch. And coming up, final little breath here. And exhale, rolling yourself up, sitting cross-legged. Roll over your legs, coming up to tabletop position. From here, placing that right hand underneath your nose. Inhale, left arm comes up. Exhale as you swoop it down, and inhale as you rise it up. Just doing some nice arm circles. Stopping at the top, doing some wrist circles one way, and then the other way. And coming down, switching sides, left hand under the nose, right arm reaches up. Inhale as it goes up, exhale as it swings down. Pausing at the top, rolling your wrist, switching directions. And your hand comes down back to neutral tabletop. Widen your legs out and come down into child's pose. And we're going to hold this for a bit. Starting to really slow our breath. Breathing deeply. Releasing our shoulders. And on your next exhale, look up, inhale, bring yourself forward and through, coming onto your forearms, releasing your legs and coming completely flat on your belly, forehead on ground, arms out to the side. Twist your head looking over whichever direction feels comfortable for you, and roll your body into a fetal position facing that direction as well. And then slowly rolling yourself onto your back into our final Shavasana. Closing your eyes, or if you don't feel like closing your eyes, maintaining a real soft gaze. And just finally relaxing after this beautiful Vinyasa flow. Noticing all the muscles you used today. If they feel stronger or weaker. If you feel a little bit more relaxed, or do you feel more tensed? Focus inward to yourself, removing yourself from the material world around you. Breathe into different parts of your body. Breathe into the tension if there is any. And with every exhale, allowing the tension to disappear. Send your breath to your belly. You can send it to your chest. And I'll leave you here for the final minute. You can stay as long as you like. Thank you for joining me in this Vinyasa flow. I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste.